once the flares started and I realized that this was more, I went back and looked at my function health results in greater detail and saw that high rheumatoid factor was there in August, and I ignored it. So I just walked out of Quest Diagnostics, and it's ironic because exactly 1 year ago today, I had blood work done that I had no idea would become incredibly important 6 months later. So I'm back here, and this time I get to approach my results very differently from when I did this a year ago. I am a member, I have Function Health, and so a good friend of mine told me to get it last August. I'd heard about it, and there was a lot of information on there that was great and informative about my nutrients, some nutrient deficiencies. And I've always, a lot of you guys know, I used to be a personal trainer. I used to run a meal prep service. I run marathons in the past. And so I've done all these things that I've always considered myself a healthy person. And so when I got my blood tests back last year, you do it with Function Health, you do it twice a year. And so when I got my results back last February, I think I just focused on the things that I knew to look for as far as nutrient deficiencies, and do I have any, signs of cancer, signs of looking for inflammation factors, but didn't really, to be honest, pay attention like I should have. And I am not someone who constantly goes to the doctor for numerous reasons. One, being self-employed, it's expensive. And so insurance is expensive when you're self-employed. And so it's something that I haven't made a major factor, but I'm 54 now. And as I've gotten older, going through menopause, there's just been so many reasons that I realized I need to really take better care of being informed about my health. And so got the test last August, found information, made a few changes in my diet, nothing major. Fast forward to February of this year. And I don't know why I'm sharing this now. I guess because it's a year later from getting my test results, but I had grappled with the thought of, should I share this information earlier in the year? So in February, on February 1st actually, I had my first, what I now know is a flare due to having autoimmune, or excuse me, being diagnosed with autoimmune. I refuse to say I have anything because I don't plan to keep this. And so throughout that week, the first week of February, I began experiencing more flares, and had ironically already had my second appointment planned for Function Health for my second set of blood results, of my Bloodwork test results. And so I'm very grateful for already having this membership, because I then learned I had to go to the ER. The flares got so bad. I woke up on Super Bowl Sunday. I'll never forget it, because I worked the Super Bowl here in the Bay Area, and I woke up at 4 o'clock that morning and I couldn't move. My entire body was on fire. I'd heard of flares. I have a really good friend who has lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and had told me what flares were, but you don't know until you experience it, right? And so a whole new world of experiencing what flares were, and for a month and a half, just debilitating flares. And thankful for already having Function Health test results, because when I went to the doctor, when I went to urgent care, they were able to look at those. They wanted to prescribe me prednisone. I'm not taking steroids. And so, but because of what I know about health and wellness, and being a former health coach and having a meal prep, I immediately put myself on an anti-inflammatory diet. Started researching higher dosages of vitamin D and zinc and boron, and taking turmeric and glutathione and all of these different things. And at first I actually thought it was menopause. Before the flare started, I just thought different symptoms that I was experiencing were due to menopause. And so that's what I chalked it up to. I went to Jumpstart MD and talked to them about what closest possibilities of natural hormone replacement therapy were available. And started looking at all these different factors. But once the flares started and I realized that this was more, I went back and looked at my function health results in greater detail and saw that high rheumatoid factor was there in August, and I ignored it, to be honest. But when I went to urgent care the second time, maybe the third time, it was the beginning of March that I went to urgent care at Sutter, and shout out to Eden Medical Center. God, I love them. But the doctor there was the first person that was like, hey, these test results you have are pretty amazing. There are things here that we can't even order for you here. Like, we have to refer you to the rheumatologist. The soonest I could get into a rheumatologist was the end of April. And so I just started doing everything I could for myself on a healing basis. What I knew to do as far as breath work, what I knew to do as far as moving my body, anything I could do to reduce inflammation food-wise is what I did for myself. And I'm not completely in remission. I definitely still have joint pain in my hands and my feet and ankles, and sometimes they're better than worse. Stress, wow, the power of stress. Who knew? I mean, you hear about it, but again, the levels of, with so many things that have happened in my life the last couple of years, I'll share more down the road. And we all are going through so many things. And it's part of the reason why I wanted to share this, because I think so many people, you don't realize what other people are going through until you hear about it and realize you're not alone. And I'm grateful for all the people around me who have shared things that are helpful for them, for their whatever autoimmune condition that they've been diagnosed with. So whether it's rheumatoid arthritis, Hashimoto's, lupus, can't think of, there's so many others that I'm not thinking of right now, but realizing that we're all in this together and there are things that we can do to help heal ourselves best we can naturally. I'm not saying that I will never take medication. If I have to, if it comes to that point that I have to, then I will. At this time, I'm grateful that I haven't had to, and that I've been able to, for the most part, start to heal my body as best I can. I believe, I know that there's no actual cure for autoimmune, and the best you can do is put it into remission, as they say. And so that's what I'm working on doing. But I just wanted to share that with so many people that I know are going through their own version of something. And I wanted to share that I know that you're not alone, or I wanted to share that you're not alone. And especially being back here 1 year later to get my second year of function health blood work done. But this time getting to approach my results completely differently than I did last year. And because one of the biggest things that I've learned this year is that having this information about your health and actually understanding what the information means are two completely different things. And so I'm grateful now having access to this, having access to this full panel. Even this morning when I went, the phlebotomist, she said that they're seeing so many more people getting function health or similar, especially because the cost, I believe, has gone down. And she said that most of the time, the only way you can get a panel like this is through a nutritionist, and even they can't order as extensively as we can get when we do this on our own. So I'm grateful for Function Health. I highly recommend that you do something like this for yourself. I'm grateful of having this knowledge and putting my health first. There's so many, as a realtor, like so many of the listings that I have right now are with families that in some way, shape, or form, again, I'll share more in a different time, but it has to do with the health of their aging parent, that the house is on the market in some way, shape, or form. So it's really just, and like I said, so many people I know, all my friends being in our mid-50s, thereabouts, and going through different, I won't say health challenges, health awareness with getting older, and like I said, going through menopause and just different things that come as we age, or the number of people that we're losing at an early age. Just having that awareness and taking the time to do what's necessary to focus on my health for myself and my family. So I want to share this with you. And I'll be sharing more as I go through this process and what I'm doing for myself. And maybe it's just for me to share this and be cathartic. Maybe it helps someone, but wanted to put that out there. Have a great day.